Ready for a super quick one, guys, before it gets dark. Plastic carburetor. I got this nice machine from my buddy. All it needs is a carb clean. Plastic carburetor. Also, it still has gas in the tank. Gonna probably just have to drain that out. Yep. Good old ethanol. Alright, so this, thankfully I have an air filter still. I gave one to that guy, but he did me a favor, right? Remember the original Honda I sold? On this, it's I believe 10 and 8. 10 and 8. So 2 are 10s, 2 are 8s. I don't know why they couldn't just use 4 the same size, but they decided to do it that way. I guess to distinguish between them, but I don't understand it. If you would have just used the same size for all 4, you wouldn't have to distinguish between them. So there's the 2 10s. This is the plastic carburetor. We're gonna do this before it gets dark, all right? Here, let me get that cover off I just showed. 8 and 6, not 8 and 10. Third correction, 8 and 7. The outer ones are 8, the inner ones are 7. So I don't know why they just couldn't do 4 8s. Alright, there she is. And I actually have one of these ready to go, don't I? The only thing is didn't I change it over to primer? If I change it over to auto choke, it's ready to go. Let me see. Where is that one that I did that change over on? That's oil. Actual oil. Wouldn't you know? Where did I put that plastic carburetor? I didn't use it. Unless I put it away. Remember I was in here, I swapped it from auto choke to, I thought from auto choke to prime, but it might have been from prime to auto choke. If I did that, it's ready to go. I must have threw it in here. Ooh, I've got so much crap. Carburetor's on top. Please say your carburetor's on top today. Yes. There she is. What is she? She is, I don't know, but she's clean. As far as what she is at this point, it looks to me like ready to be whatever it wants to be. All I gotta do is change that one piece out. Right? Isn't that what it is going on here? Because otherwise I gotta clean that other one. But if this one's ready, then the hell would I just throw this one on real quick so I could see this run real fast. Let me see. Okay, yeah, I just gotta swap that black plastic piece thing over. And the rest of it's there already. Yeah. Alright, let's do that then. Let me show out this line. Cut the fuel with the line. Like I said, these come in handy. Some people say they don't like them. I don't know why. They work for me pretty good. Otherwise, you use vice grips. These ones are for vigor, but you know. Here, this. I should put on a pair of gloves. I know my hands are gonna get gas on them. Okay, I gotta just move that clip out of the way. Pop the fuel line. Here, cut the line. The fuel of the thing. There's this. Thanks, Shirog. Hopefully we'll see this run before it gets dark. Alright guys, it's literally I think almost 10 p.m. already. I don't know for sure. I just know I was told it was 9:30 a little while ago. Alright, here's what I did. Popped the tank, dumped all the old gas, put new fresh gas, switched it around, dumped that, put fresh gas again after I put it back on. The carburetor. I had the other one clean and ready, the one that I took from, I think it was auto choke to primer, and I went to put it back to auto choke. I put it on here, hooked it up, and it didn't want to run. So either it's jetted differently, or it was already dirty again inside of it. So, these plastic carburetors, the one thing that's nice about them is they are really easy and quick to clean. So, I took the original carburetor that was on this machine, took it apart real quick, cleaned it out, bing bang boom, carb clean, you know, compressed air, and bam. This is the one that Chirag gave me. After that, oil's good, gas is good, spark plug's good, air filter I have one, I'll throw it on tomorrow. The blade, yeah, okay, the blade will get sharpened. I might even have a blade for this, but yeah, I'll sharpen the blade. She'll get a quick wash and she'll be good to go. So, this has to be very brief. I should show this off. It's so late because I've been doing a lot today, all right? Here. Perfect, done. Like I said, just sharpen a blade, give it a wash. That one's good to go. It's actually a really nice looking mower. It looks brand new. It's the new style. I'm not sure, I had to check. I'm not sure if it was the base model self-propel that was $419.99 at Lowe's, or if the one that was $419.99 at Lowe's was the push. But I was getting $150 for old push mowers. I don't see why I couldn't get $200 for this, and it's nice and lightweight too. You know how I've said this before, but for women, you can't beat this. See me? One arm. Look at this. That is the best mower for a woman, hands down. Those self-propel ones are so much heavier to lug around. Yeah, once you get going in the grass, they propel themselves. But look, this thing, you just put it out over here in the grass. I can move this thing with one thumb. For real, one thumb. Watch, look. One thumb. That's how light it is. And even with the bag filled up all the way, it would still be. And it's a side discharge and a mulching. And I think I even have a side discharger for it too. This mower looks like it was never even barely ever used, barely. Usually the paint's chipping off over here. So yeah, this is gonna clean up nice. I'm thinking probably 200. I don't see why not, right? Really. So there she is, and that's a tribute to Chirag. Thanks for that one. That one's almost done. I was doing some stuff on that one today. And I had to get 2 engines ready. They have to be shipped tomorrow. This little guy right here sold for 100. Has to be shipped. This big one right here sold for 150 plus 45 shipping. I had to RTV the crank shut because, like I said, when I went to take this engine off the machine, the bolt was frozen. I had to hit it with the torch, and that compromised the original gasket. I didn't have a gasket, so I just RTV'd it. As you can see, that should be fine. If it doesn't hold, all I gotta do, if it was to leak and the guy said, hey, listen, it's leaking, which I really highly doubt, I would just say, listen, it just needs a sump gasket, which is as simple as removing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bolts. The whole thing just pops right off. Put the gasket on, put the sump back on, put the bolts back in. The governor that's under here, so you take this cover off too. 1, 2, 3, 4, and this cover pops right off. That gives you access to the governor. You loosen the bolt, you pop the governor arm off the governor shaft that goes down in. You don't mess with the arm itself. You don't mess with where that's set. If it does move, put it right back where it was. And then when you put it all back together, make sure it meshes. You kind of move it a little bit. Sometimes you gotta move the shaft a little bit, turn the shaft a tiny bit to get it to mesh. And then it all clicks together, shuts. Bolt it back up, put the governor arm back onto the governor shaft. Boom, done. Put this cover back on, done. It's that easy. It's really not a difficult thing. Oil's been drained, gas has been drained, oil's been drained, there was no gas in it. So yeah, it's been a pretty long day, and that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. See you tomorrow. Later.